The history of space exploration is filled with ambitious missions to study planets and uncover their secrets. One of the most intriguing and mysterious planets in our solar system is Venus, often referred to as Earth's sister planet due to its similar size and composition. However, despite this similarity, Venus is a world far from hospitable. Extreme temperatures, a toxic atmosphere, and crushing pressures make it an almost impossible place for human life. Yet in the Cold War era, Venus became the focus of intense interest, particularly from the Soviet Union, who embarked on a series of pioneering missions to study the planet. The Soviet Union was one of the first nations to establish a serious space program, and during the 1960s and 1970s, it became the world leader in exploring the planets beyond Earth. This was a period marked by intense competition with the United States as part of the space race. While much of the global focus was on the American efforts to land a man on the moon, the Soviet Union took a different path, focusing on planetary exploration. One of their most ambitious goals was Venus. The Soviet Union's interest in Venus was partly driven by the desire to demonstrate their technological prowess and to make a statement in the global space race. Venus, with its thick cloud cover and mysterious surface, represented an unexplored frontier. The Soviets sought to send probes that would pierce the clouds and provide the first detailed images of the surface. The Soviet Venus exploration program, known as Venera, was a remarkable series of missions that began in the early 1960s. The first mission, Venera 1, was launched in 1961, but failed to reach Venus. Despite this setback, the Soviets continued improving their technology. In 1967, Venera 4 became the first spacecraft to transmit data from the Venusian atmosphere, revealing extreme pressure and temperatures. Although it did not survive landing, it provided valuable scientific insights. In 1970, Venera 7 successfully landed on Venus and transmitted data back to Earth for 23 minutes, marking the first successful landing on another planet. The probe confirmed a crushing carbon dioxide atmosphere, sulfuric acid clouds, and surface temperatures hot enough to melt metals. Further missions such as Venera 9 and Venera 10 in 1975 sent back the first images of Venus's surface, showing a barren and rocky landscape. However, the planet's extreme environment severely limited mission duration. Surface pressure is about 90 times that of Earth, and temperatures exceed 400 degrees Celsius. The longest-lasting probe, Venera 13, survived only 127 minutes before failing. These harsh conditions made long-term surface exploration extremely difficult and costly. As a result, the Soviet Union gradually reduced its Venus exploration efforts. Technological challenges, high costs, and changing political priorities contributed to the decline of the Venera program. After the collapse of the Soviet Union in 1991, Russia's space program faced financial difficulties, shifting focus toward maintaining space stations like Mir and cooperating on the International Space Station. Planetary missions, especially risky ones like Venus landings, became a lower priority. Despite this, interest in Venus never fully disappeared. Russian scientists proposed new missions such as Venera D, a modern successor designed to study Venus with advanced instruments and possibly a lander. International collaboration with agencies like NASA and the European Space Agency has been discussed as a way to share costs and expertise. Advances in heat-resistant materials, robotics, and autonomous systems have also made future missions more feasible. Venus has regained global attention due to discoveries such as the possible detection of phosphine in its atmosphere, raising questions about potential microbial life. Upcoming missions from NASA and ESA aim to explore Venus's atmosphere, surface, and geological history in greater detail. With its historic legacy from the Venera missions, Russia remains uniquely positioned to contribute to future Venus exploration, whether through partnerships or independent efforts. As technology advances and international cooperation grows, Venus continues to be a key target for understanding planetary evolution and the solar system as